What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. So we got a pretty good day here in the beautiful state of Colorado, and I decided to bring out the Queen Bee, the missus, the mistress, the my love, my first true love, my baby. This is Coyote, my 2019 F-150. But before we get into this thing, before we get into what we're gonna do to it today, I just wanted to say thank you to you guys. We hit 500 subscribers a couple days ago, and honestly, like I said, it's just thank you. To some people, this might not be a huge milestone, or I guess a big achievement, but obviously starting off at zero and slowly getting better at videos and editing and content. Honestly, it kind of adds up, and it is a lot of work. Even though we're not like a million subscribers or 100,000 or whatever, it's a huge milestone to get to where we're at, and obviously I only want to grow from here. So like I said, to celebrate that in a way, I guess, because we're not doing anything crazy, I brought out Coyote, the one that started the channel, the one that I guess brought me into the truck world. Everything, literally everything that I have to do with trucks, or the people I've met, really good friends, everything has to do with this truck. So like I said, thank you guys for the 500 subscribers. Figured I'd bring it out when we work on this thing today. So what I want to do to this one, actually let me flip the camera around and show you guys what I want to do to Coyote today. Alright, so here she is, all nasty and filthy. This thing hasn't been out of the garage probably like in a month or two. So I don't know if you guys can see that or how well the camera picks that up, but she's gross. She's nasty, so we're definitely gonna get her cleaned up today. But before we get into that, I wanted to address these taillights. This truck kind of has like a murdered outlook. Everything's black, everything's been color matched, bumper plastics, the top plastics, the wing, the top wing, the mirrors, the hood, everything's been painted. The door handles with the LEDs in them. So we built those ourselves. We do have a video on how we did that, so definitely go check that out. Everything's been painted. The only thing I don't like, or I'm not a huge fan of, is all the red of the taillights. So like I said, everything's black. Everything kind of has like a murdered outlook. I am not a fan of how red these taillights are. So today we're gonna go ahead and try to paint them. I don't know how it's gonna come out. I have an idea in my head of what I want them to look like. Obviously we're gonna leave this white right here, the reverse, and we're gonna leave this part right here white. But everything that's red, I do want to darken up a little bit. I'm not saying I want them pitch black, but I think a little bit of dark, or a little bit of red, a little bit of black would definitely look a lot better. I got this idea off of the Morimoto taillights. I'll put a picture on the screen right here of how they look. And honestly, if this doesn't turn out good, I'll probably just end up picking up a set of those. And then I also want to go ahead and replace the third brake light. That's also been murdered out, but I think that's wrap. I don't think we painted that one. So yeah, I like the idea of how it's gonna look, or I guess the picture in my head. So I think that's what we're gonna go ahead and do today. Like I said, it was nothing crazy, but with the 500 subs, I figured we need to go back to the one that started it all, which was this one right here. So obviously, before we get into any of that, I need to get this thing cleaned up because it's gross, it's nasty. So yeah, we need to get it looking good, and then we can go from there. So I'm gonna try to prop you guys up. I really should invest in a tripod by now, but I've just been lazy, and all my money goes back into the trucks that I forget to pick up things to record with. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get you guys propped up somewhere. I'll probably put you guys over here somewhere to get a good angle, and we're gonna go ahead and get this thing cleaned up. Then I'll go ahead and turn it around and start taking apart those taillights so we can go ahead and paint them. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this thing's gonna turn out. But yeah, let's get to it. them. So there she is. As you guys just saw, we just finished cleaning her up, drying her off somewhat. And I mainly just wanted to get the dust off of her and, you know, I don't know, I guess make it look somewhat good. I didn't go crazy on the car wash, on the wash, but, you know, we did a little something. So anyways, here she is, all cleaned up. We turned her around so I could start working on these taillights. I wanted to be in the shade. So yeah, that's why I turned her around. So yeah, here we are. This is the paint I'm be using. I picked this up a long time ago and it still has maybe like 3/4 of a can left. So I figured this is what we'll use if we need to do, if we want to make them darker and I run out of paint, we can just run to the auto parts store down the street and pick up some more. Also, same thing as always, using some adhesion promoter on the tail light, just to, I guess, get it to stick a little bit better and we don't risk the paint falling off or chipping over time. And then just some quick masking tape just to go ahead and mask off that white part. But yeah, so doesn't seem like too much of a complicated job. I don't think I need to explain too much, I guess. There is 2 bolts right here, or 2 screws, I guess. Same thing on this side. And yeah, tail lights just pop off. So let me get this all taken apart and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, so here we are in the paint booth, my also famous paint booth. Little change of plans. So I've gone through quite a bit of masking tape right there. And I cannot seem to mask these taillights off the way they need to be. Maybe I just need skinnier masking tape. I don't know what it is. But in typical fashion, change of plans. So I think I wanted to... So my original plan was to go ahead and mask the white off. Same thing over here with the reverse light. But like I said, in typical fashion here at the shop, or here on my videos, technically shop has nothing to do with this. We're just gonna go ahead and change that. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the whole thing. The whole thing, put a little bit of adhesion promoter, like I said, on the whole thing, and then hit it with some paint. Obviously, regardless of how black I go with the paint or how dark, that little piece right there is still gonna show up lighter than the red just because that's white. So hopefully that still looks good. If not, like I said, we'll just buy new tail lights and go from there. But I wanted to try this out. Like I said, these are already pretty scuffed up as it is. So if I do end up ruining them, it's not the end of the world. We're just gonna have to save up for some new tail lights. But like I said, I've been rocking these for a while. I want to change up the look a little bit. I want to change up the look a little bit. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit it with a little bit of adhesion promoter and then with some paint, and we'll go from there and see how they look. But I think it'll turn out all right. So there they are, 2 coats later. I don't know, actually this is maybe like 3 coats. Is it just me or does that one look darker? I think I'm gonna hit that one a little bit more, just right there on the edge. It could be because maybe this one's sitting a little bit more in the shade and this one's in the light, but I think I'm gonna hit this one just a little bit more. And I think we should be good. That's probably as dark as I want because I still want to be able to see the white a little bit. And you can still see the reverse light. So I think that's good as far as how many shades I go. Like I said, that was the 3rd coat. And I think that should be enough to give it like the dark look I'm going for with the truck. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for these to dry. Like I said, I'm gonna hit that piece a little bit more, wait for these to dry, and then I'll pick it up once we're about to throw them on. What's going on, guys? Picking up where we left off a couple days ago. Man, that man is blowing a crazy amount of smoke. But picking off where we left off a couple days ago, as you can see, Coyote's taillights are done. We'll get into that here in a bit. But yeah, so I finished this truck off. I don't know what it is, but every time I pick up the phone to record a video, we get super busy here at work. Maybe you guys are my good luck charm. Maybe you guys help me out. I don't know what it is, but every time I pick up the phone and I want to record something, we get super busy, and then I have to put the truck back together because obviously it's our ride home and I have to finish what I was doing. It turns into a whole mess. But thankfully, like I said, I did finish up the truck. It is 2 days later. My lady wanted me to clean her car, so I cleaned her car and she took the truck to work. So yeah, I haven't been able to finish this video, but here we are. Let me show you guys how it all turned out. So obviously the taillights are off right now. I think it looks a lot better than the red. I need to do something about that badge too. I'm not sure I like that all blue, but there they are. Oh, I forgot the keys. Let's run inside and grab the keys. Actually, I don't even think it's open. Let me see. No, it's not. Let's walk in here, walk in here. No, vine por las llaves de la troca. Boom. So that is how the taillights look when they are on. Obviously during the day they're a little bit harder to see, especially with the sun beaming down on them. But there they are. So I think it honestly looks sick. I think it, and at night, the red obviously shines a lot more because it's dark out. I don't know what it is, but I think this helped out a lot. I should have done this. I don't even know why it took me so long to do this. But it does look 10 times better. The guy just got out of the bathroom. It does look 10 times better. I should have done this a while ago. Yeah, I mean, you just literally can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. So like I said, it was a short video. Nothing crazy. So boom, there she is. And do a quick little walk around for those that haven't seen her, any new subscribers. I do have a whole overview on this truck for those that want to see it, of pretty much everything we've done to it so far and how I got it to look, you know, like this, how I got it to this point. So if you guys do want to go check that out, like I said, it is on the channel. Go ahead and go find that video and you guys can see how it is that this truck came to be. Alrighty guys, so like I had said before, it was going to be a shorter video, kind of just all over the place, wanting to do something to the truck, but then again, like I said, we do get busy here at work, and obviously the shop needs to be my priority over working on the trucks. Although it is something that I do enjoy, working on the trucks, messing with them, taking them apart, putting them back together. You know, I obviously have to stay focused here at work, and make sure everything sails smoothly, and obviously I can't let working on the trucks interfere with, you know, I guess my performance at work. So like I said, this video was kind of all over the place. I did paint the taillights. I want to say I got a couple clips of spraying them down. The only thing I just didn't do was, I guess, record installing them, but they're pretty straightforward. It's one plug-in in the back and 2 little bolts. So I think it came out sick. I should have done this so long ago. I don't know why it took me so long. I think it looks super good. I love the murdered out look that this thing has. But yeah, I don't know what else we're going to do to it cosmetically. I do want to raise the front a little bit because this thing scrapes like hell. I do want to raise the front, like I said, maybe just like an inch or so, just because this thing scrapes like hell, and I'm used to driving the other F-150 and the diesel, and those trucks are super high, and then I hop in this thing, and this thing's damn near on the ground, so it just turns into a whole mess. So yeah, as far as cosmetic mods, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I lift the front end at like about an inch or so. I do want to get the bed painted. Since the diesel is down, the diesel took a shit, I'm gonna go ahead and get into that here in a bit. We've been daily in this thing we've been daily in this thing. So I had to go pick up some tires, and I didn't have a choice but to toss them in the back. I can't remember when was the last time this thing saw tires in the bed, but you know, it had to pull through today. What else? Oh yeah, as far as the diesel goes, the diesel decided to take a shit on me the other day. Well, not really. So I was driving home last Saturday, which is the reason I am in this thing today, or you know, this week. I was driving home last Saturday. I got off the highway and the truck wasn't receiving boost. What I mean by that is I got off the highway and then, you know, obviously the light turned green and I tried to go and the truck felt like it was just all motor. It wasn't. And then I do have the Edge CTS3 monitor in that truck. So I tried to take off. The truck was reading about 20 to 25 pounds of boost, but it didn't feel like it. It literally felt like it was just all motor. So it's down there in Longmont today to see if we can get it fixed. I think we finally diagnosed the sensor. I'm guessing it was the EBP sensor. Hold on, loud semis coming through. So yeah, I think it was the EBP sensor, exhaust back pressure sensor. They say it's a common thing. That truck is an 04. So it could have just been that sensor failed and, you know, made the truck act weird. But obviously I didn't want to take it all the way home and then, you know, left getting stranded or whatever. So I just left it at my pop's place and then picked this thing up, and I was finally able to go ahead and go drop it off with the mechanic in Longmont and see what he tells me. You know, that's kind of the sensor we've been able to diagnose. So hopefully that does fix it. If not, this might turn into a bigger issue and we have to keep daily in Coyote, which wouldn't be the end of the world, but you know, we still want to work on the diesel. I did get that thing, the windshield replaced. I had just gotten the windshield replaced that Friday. So I got the windshield replaced and I got it tinted. The diesel looks sick and I wanted to cruise it Saturday, Sunday, but then it decided to take a shit. So just my luck. I'll post a picture of how the truck looks on the screen right now. I think it looks sick. I think, you know, that truck's coming together. You guys know I love windshield tint. I love dark windows, privacy. Hence this thing's 5% all around and 20% on the windshield. I love it. So yeah, I feel like I'm just literally yapping at this point. But let me know what you guys think on the taillights. Let me know what else you guys want to see on these trucks. Like I said, any questions you guys have, I do try to answer all of them in the comments. But yeah, let me know what else you guys want to see. Another thing I do want to do to this thing. Oh, damn. I done locked the truck again. All right, so this truck has had everything painted as far as the tan goes. So everything was this color, and I've had everything painted. Obviously, when I did the stars, for those that don't know, this thing does have Starlight headliner with its name. So when I did the star, that was a long time ago, and these and the pillars and everything, I had everything painted black. And so far, let me actually zoom out. So far, it's holding up, you know, pretty good. Everything still looks black, still looks OEM. Then I went ahead and painted this glove box, this, and under the dash over there, black as well. So I really like that look. I really like how everything looks black in here, except for the door panels. I don't know if I should paint them black or obviously mask off everything that is black, the leather, the handle, everything, and then paint this black, or just go ahead and pick up black door panels. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys would like to see a video on me painting this black, let me know. We could definitely get that going. Or if you guys say, hey, you know what, dude, just don't risk it, get black door panels, we can go ahead and do that as well. So leave your opinions in the comment section. Let me know. For those that don't know, I did wire these up, limited door seals. They are wired up under the door, or sorry, under the door jamb, I guess. There is a wire. I don't even remember what wire it is, but those limited door seals work with the doors. So as soon as you close the door, those turn off and the handle and everything turns on, eventually turning off. But yeah, I gotta stop rambling. So yeah, guys, like I said, let me know what else you guys want to see, whether it be on this one, on the other truck. I know you guys are liking the 10th gen content, so we are going to go ahead and get my Pop's 10th gen up here. I have to do some work to the headlights, and then we did pick up some new wheels for it. We're going to throw some tires on it, and yeah, see how that thing turns out. That one just got the windshield replaced and tinted as well. So I think I'm gonna bring it up here either this week or next week. So definitely stay tuned for you 10th gen guys, the 10th gen F-150 guys. And yeah. So without further ado, like I said, guys, I appreciate you guys. Wow, that was worded awful, but you know what? We're just gonna roll with it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, like I said, comments, concerns, questions, opinions, whatever, leave them in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I will catch you guys on the next one.